Today I'm gonna share my current training split, why I do it, and how it allowed me to add 50 pounds to my incline bench. So if I cared about the YouTube algorithm, I'd probably want to improve watch time by waiting until the end of the video, but frankly, I don't care. So this is the split that I'm currently running. Shoulders, back, chest, legs, and biceps. 4 days a week. Rest of the days I'm doing, maybe some form of cardio, walking, and mobility. If you notice, I don't really target triceps because I get plenty of work on chest and shoulders days. So that's a split, simple as that. And if your visceral reaction is bro split, I can't totally disagree with you because it is, first of all. And secondly, for a lot of you guys, and for me, for a good portion of my lifting career, it's not an appropriate split. I historically trained push-pull legs or push-pull for a very long time and made great progress that way. And I think for a lot of people, that is the right way to train, a little bit higher frequency. But for me personally, where I'm at now at a more advanced level, focused on getting stronger on these compound movements, this is absolutely perfect what I'm running now. I trained push-pull legs or push-pull for a long time and made great progress with it. But there were a number of strength plateaus that I hit that I just kind of chalked up to, I'm just not gonna get much stronger than this, or I need to, add a bunch of weight to improve my leverages to, get really strong on incline bench or overhead press or something like that. And so this is like probably early 2019, I started to focus on incline bench. And at that time, it was about 275 for my 1 rep max, which is not that great relative to some of my other lifts. I would hit like 1 PR every 3 weeks, if that. And I just kind of stagnated for a very long time. And like I said, I just kept thinking, oh, I'm just gonna have to eat more, I'm gonna have to put on more weight to do this, and that's not something that I really wanted to do. But what I started to notice is an interesting pattern. When I would travel for work or when I would go out of town for vacation and didn't have access to like a full gym, I would come back home and immediately hit an incline bench PR. And I was like, is it as simple as that? Am I simply training too frequently? And I'm not saying this is overtraining. Overtraining is like a pretty acute situation. You have hormonal issues, your body is like really in bad shape. I just mean it simply wasn't enough recovery time to hit PRs on a consistent basis. And so that's what I did. I started in kind of second half of 2019, I started training with this similar split and made great results. Really, things started to kind of go up and to the right on all my major compound movements. Things were really starting to hit an inflection point. All the gyms shut down at the beginning of 2020. But nonetheless, when I knew that I had found something that worked well for me, and when I started training, in my friend's garage and then my parents' basement, and then ultimately when gyms reopened, I stuck with the same approach. And it's really paid dividends this year. Like I said, I was at 275 for one, early 2019. Now I'm at 325, like about a week ago. And so I'm absolutely thrilled with the way this is going. And that's just from a strength perspective. I think that there's also benefits to this split from a volume perspective. Kind of like the way that I think about volume training, at a high level is you're basically trying to do more work in the same amount of time, or, the same amount of work in less time, etc. And there's really this concept of cumulative fatigue. And I've talked about this previously when I'm talking about doing like 8x8s with 20-second rests. It's really this like, as the sets go on, it gets more challenging and it's more effective, it's more difficult for your body to deal with, and that's like where the growth comes from. You think about cumulative fatigue, and you could do a push focus workout that's, let's say, 30 minutes long. Obviously not, but this is just like, as an example. Let's say it's 30 minutes long and you have to do 15 minutes of chest and 15 minutes of shoulders. But like I said, each incremental rep, each incremental set, that cumulative fatigue increases and increases and increases. So at an advanced level, if you can spend that full 30 minutes on chest, let's say, and then later in the week you spend a full 30 minutes on shoulders, that second half of the workout, because you're already fatigued from the first half, my personal opinion is it's more effective. And so at an advanced level, your conditioning is very good, your work capacity is very good. When you get to that level, you need more time to improve, to like basically overload from a volume perspective. And this split gives that to you. When you have to split things up, your workouts end up just getting so long to be able to do more volume. And that's not functional for me. For some people, maybe that's fine, spending 90 minutes, 2 hours in the gym, but that's not something I think I'm ever gonna do. Health perspective, just general efficiency, that's pretty tough for me despite loving the gym. So this is not the be all end all. This is simply the best split for me right now. I wanted to just record a quick video post workout about it. I'm not saying this is gonna be necessarily the best split for you. I think push-pull or push-pull legs are great for the vast majority of people, but at a very advanced level, I think getting a little bit more technical and trying different things is very important. And that's how I came up with this split, and that's how I've been able to hit so many PRs. Let me know what split you guys are running in the comments below. Would love to hear it. But regardless, thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in learning more about how I'm training and how I've been able to kind of build my physique over the years, you can check out my programs in the link in the description box below. But regardless, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate the support. I'll see you guys soon.